Hey, my name is Brian, and I want to give you a quick review on the KVD Dream Shot by Strike King. This is the 4 1/4 size Dream Shot, which has become over the years my go-to drop shotting bait. So let me show it to you a little bit there. Okay, one of the things that I really like about it is just how thin the plastic pulls down right here to give you a really good action in the tail. As you can see, even when you try to hold it still, that tail just moves a little bit, which is kind of what it does in the water. This bait has a flat bottom, which I think is easy for them to pour, but also works into its action. So let me show you a little bit on how to rig this, and then we can talk about my favorite colors. So I have a size 1 octopus hook here, and I've got some fishing line. What I do is I tie a Palomar knot onto my drop shot hook, which you can use many different size hooks for drop shotting. Kind of depends on the size of the fish that you're expecting to catch and the target species. But what I do is I tie a Palomar knot. So I put the line through 2 times, tied an overhand knot, and then I'm putting my hook through the loop that I made. One of the things that I do, oh, that slipped. One of the things that I do when I tie knots with fluorocarbon is I always moisten the knot down so that it doesn't damage itself. Fluorocarbon is heat sensitive, so before I cinch it down, I simply get it a little bit wet. Now, this is a key part of rigging a drop shot, is when I am holding the bait in the water, I like my hook to be standing up with the point facing up. So I take the line and I put it in the top of the hook and I pull it through. So this is my tag end that I'm gonna tie my weight onto. And as you can see, that causes my hook to stand up when the weight is on the bottom. So then I simply, I've got a 1/4 ounce drop shot weight here. I simply just tie that to the tag end there, and you can vary how long that leader is. I did about 15, 16 inches that time around. And then I simply nose hook this bait right onto the hook. Okay, and that's it. You're rigged up and ready to go. That hook allows the bait to swivel a little bit on it there and gives it kind of its maximum amount of action. I love fishing this bait shallow and I love fishing it deep. This will catch fish all over the place. This is a great clear water presentation. That drop shot allows the bait to stay off the bottom, and then you can give it some slack and allow it to fall down and then pull it up and know how far you're fishing your bait off the bottom. Let me tell you some of my favorite colors. That one that I was showing you is this here, which is the KVD Magic color. Great for clear water, great for bed fishing. This is probably my favorite color. Close to that, Moon Juice, also very natural, adds a little bit of a blue hue onto the bottom. For some reason, especially smallmouth, love pink. Morning Dawn, a great color from Strike King. Of course, I don't have it in front of me, but green pumpkin, a staple, a go-to. A couple of variations on that green pumpkin is the candy craw, which adds some flecks of color into those baits, as well as, I think my second favorite color is this here, honey candy, which is a little bit of a lighter colored plastic, and then it has purple, green, and black flakes in it to kind of give it a little bit more character than just kind of the green pumpkin. So if you haven't tried fishing the KVD the KVD Dream Shot, I would give it a shot.